Autobots, roll out!
My name is Optimus Prime!
Be gone!
Hello everyone, I'm Cyberverse Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series, 86 Dinobot Slug/Slag. Now, if you're watching from the UK, I apologize, but that is his name. Slag is not. When they named him Slag, they named him after like melted metal or molten lava. So that's pretty much his origin of name. It is not at all what it means in the UK. So unfortunately, due to that, they had to change his name. So that sucks. So this is Slug/Slag. I call him Slag because that's what he's called in the cartoon. I'm not at all going to call him Slug. He looks nothing like a slug, so he's just, I don't know. Slag is his name, and that will forever be his name. So yeah, here he is in Triceratops mode. Jesus, why couldn't I get that out of my system? God, Triceratops. So Triceratops mode is pretty cool. In terms of articulation, it's not much he can do this. He can't really move back too much because these are his actual arms for when he's in robot mode. He can do this, I guess. He can do the bull thing, which is kind of cool. If you wanted to do that in like stop motion animation or something, his legs can go back and forth. It's a pretty cool figure, to be honest. A bit tricky to transform, I'll be honest. When I first got this guy, I hated him. I hated this thing. This thing is the... oh my god. I am not a fan of this transformation, but I get it. In order for the robot mode to look good and the dinosaur mode to look really good, they had to make a few choice decisions for transformation. Now, the only thing on this figure that I don't like, other than the transformation, is this. I don't like the fact that the gun is part of the tail. I think that is ridiculous. I think that they should have come up with a way to where the tail, like the tip of the tail, was able to fold out, not the gun. I don't like this, because what if you lose this, and then there's your figure? That would suck. So if you lost the gun, no more tail, like no more complete tail, which really irks me. I think that's why Hasbro they haven't done that sort of thing since this guy, at least for the Dinobots. But anyway, I guess in terms of a robot mode comparison for this mode, here he is with 86 Prime, Bumblebee, and Wheeljack. So he's pretty big in Dino mode. Prime's just kind of back there, just chilling. But anyway, yeah, that is that's the comparisons for Slag or Slug, whatever his damn name is. But anyway, I'm just gonna call him Slag. So I'm sorry, it's just easier for me. So to transform him, what I like to do is go ahead and pop the tail up. Then take his feet here, fold them up. Wait, is this part? Yeah, fold that up. Fold this in. I always like that. That's just, I don't know why it reminds me of the War for Cybertron video games. I can just hear like those the noises from the game. Go ahead and fold down his legs. Now, I like how these, sit on the outside of his leg, because it gives him like bulkiness to him. But you're supposed to flip these in and then close these back up and that fills in his leg. That's even cooler, because they could have just left it like this, but they didn't. So you open this panel, you fold this back, close that back up, and then it fills in the complete shin. That is so badass. I love that. The only reason why I hate this transformation is when I go back in the Dino mode. Because the legs trip me up sometimes, and it's very confusing for me at some point. Here, open that part up. Open up his chest a little bit. Oh, man. Fold down the little spikes. Oh, shoot. His frill, or whatever it's called. I can't really remember. The mane, I guess, of the Triceratops. You fold those back. And then here, you fold this down. Flip this up. There's his head. You can't really see what I'm doing. That's my fault. There you go. Kind of collapse this in. Collapse that up. Rotate his waist around. Get him stabled. Now, at least for me, I've never really figured out... Oh, I guess these tab... Oh my goodness. Yeah, that tab's up there. I guess you're supposed to fold that part up, I guess. I'm not really sure. Okay, what do you do with the tail then? I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do with the tail. I guess you just leave it folded up on his back. Oh man, really? Give me a second. Oh man, okay. So I don't know what's going on with his back. His back is just kind of loose. I believe that this whole back piece is supposed to tab into the frill, and it does, but his tail doesn't stay in place. If I'm doing something wrong, please let me know, because all mine does is just come untabbed, and I'm so sick and tired of that. Unless that's a common issue. And you flip up his fists, rotate these. Oh man, come on. It's why I really leave him in Dino mode, because his robot mode... Man, what the... Come on, are you serious? I am so sorry. This is not how I planned. Come here. Give you your freaking gun. Here you go. You pain in the neck. So, there is Slag in robot mode. I don't know what to do with all this junk. It just... Nothing stays tabbed in, like, at all. I don't know if that's a issue on everyone's version of them, but for me, it is really bad. Like, nothing stays tabbed in. The tail doesn't go into any place. I mean, unless I'm wrong. But I've never seen anywhere for the tail to go. I don't know what to do with all that. I apologize. If I'm doing something wrong and it's triggering you, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. This thing is incredibly, like... It's why I'm not a fan of this mold. In terms of... And there's always something here that's not tabbing in right. But there we go, I think. Anyway, there is Slag in robot mode. And, okay, it's an okay Slag, in my opinion. It's just the back doesn't stay together. I don't know what the hell is wrong with my version, but this copy just sucks. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I see that these little things go here into the frills, but they don't stay tabbed in. They just don't. And it's a pain in the ass. So that's one of my major gripes with this figure, is some of the quality issues is pretty damn terrible. But in terms of oh yeah, and his knees. His knees are really bad. I don't like his knees. They're not designed really well. So I guess since we're going over knees, they are double jointed for transformation, so that's okay. He's got ankle tilt, wrist swivel as you've seen from transformation. He's got a waist rotation. He's got a ball jointed head. He's got nothing right. He's got a universal. It's just a hinge right here. Clicky ratchet joints here for the shoulders, bicep swivel, single jointed. Actually, no, double jointed elbow, wrist swivel. He's got the good bells and whistles. But that backpack, man, is pretty terrible. Here he is with Optimus and Wheeljack. I'm not going to show the others, but here you go, just to get a rough scale comparison and next to his creator. So there is Slag, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video review. I sure did not enjoy this, enjoy making this one, because I just don't like this figure. I don't think it's a bad figure. He's definitely, in my opinion, the weakest one out of the 5, just because of tolerance issues and just the fact that the back piece just doesn't stay on for my copy. It just flops, and that is such a bad thing. They should have put if the tail is supposed to go onto his back, then they should have definitely engineered some sort of peg and port system to where it would not fall off. But they didn't do that, so, and I don't think DNA fixed that problem either. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.